Good afternoon, gentlemen and ladies. Our team name is Respond A+. I'm studying at Troops, and my name is Songyun. I'm delighted to be here with you today. Before we begin, I just like you to answer a few questions. I want you to raise your hands if you had problems with students who have a passive attitude. No one? Have you had problems with students who get nervous when talking? Yeah, a lot of. And have you had problems with students who have trouble with concentration? Yeah, thank you. And do you want very interesting way to teach the shy students? I think we almost. Oh yes, I can see that we all have similar worries. That is great because the purpose of this project is to introduce interesting way how to teach the students who has little problems. This is our outline of our project. First one is set of our project and examples of our project, what we learned, strong and weak points, and recommendations. So moving on to our first part. This is our process of, we will give you guys some handouts. Sorry. This is our process of project. First stage is event. Flipping the human dictionary. In order to doing game, we use interesting English language websites, recording, and dictionary. And the second stage is sharing. Students should exchange their opinions through the website blog by replying each other. For example, like this. In this picture, Jomo and me sharing ideas. And the third phase is interaction. Students are evaluated about their works by the others. And the next. This is our point system of project. Although our first clue is too hard to correct the answer, I think it is almost 0%, there is a possibility to solve at once. To prevent this case, we devised this point system. If students correct the answer on listening first clue, if they get 4 points. But if they not, they lose 5 points. Point acquiring is reduced step by step, 4, 3, 2, 1. But losing is decreased every 2 points, 5, 3, 1. But there is no penalty on football. So next, this is our reward system. At the end of our project, we estimate all students' points and organize them by acquired points. First and second will get gifts, but third and fourth will have opportunity to improve their English. Yeah. And the intent of this reward system is to simulate students' aggressive attitude. Therefore, first and second prize must be given to students who acquired more than 10 points. And the next presenter is Jomo, who is going to talk about the example of our project.
Thank you, Sangyeol. My name is Jong and I'll present next part. So let's move on to our second point, the examples of our project. This is the book that we used our project, and we recorded some audio files on the first blog. So let's hear.
Goal 3. He is famous for divorce, which happened at 2010.
Very beautiful voice. Now I'm going to suggest that the way of our project. At first, teacher briefs the human dictionary and then gives some clues to students. For example, he said, well, he was Italian and astronomer and physicist. James go in coma and mental disruption. And then students identify who he is, guessing. And then students ask some questions to teachers, and they correct the answer, like, is he Galileo, and so on. And then teacher says, yes, you got it. He's just like Buddha. Anyway, as you see, our project is working in this way. So, moving on to the next part. What did we learn? When you see this picture, what words comes to your mind? I think you thought that 표현 장력 or 표현 in Korean, but would you explain these words by using English? Maybe it's too difficult, but doing our project, we learned that some words which is unfamiliar to us. So like buoyancy means 부여 in Korean. And then let's see this picture. This picture means word map. Nowadays, now it's not only Americans but also the others who use English to talk with foreigners. And speaking and listening with each other is perfect practice for non-native speakers like me and you guys. This means students are exposed to a wide variety of English. So I think this could be improve our English as a lingua franca. So by doing our project, we could get closer to English speak as lingua franca. And third point, what we learned, we know that the person not only Koreans but also foreigners. For example, his picture of the An Chang-ho, and we know that An Chang-ho found an organization named Shinmine, and this is picture of Galilei, and we know that he did experiment on the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and so on. And this picture represents the difference between students and teachers. For example, teachers thought this clue is easy to answer the question, but inside of students, they think that it is too hard to find the answer. So we could consider both of them, teachers and students. Now Jay will explain the rest of our presentation, including strong and weak point and recommendations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will explain about strong points and weak points of our project. Here is some strong points. Students could improve their speaking expression and could get confidence of speaking. And our project is easy to access, and It is also interesting to students, and most of all, there is no time constraint. And here is some weak points. If students have no background knowledge, they have difficulty to solve the quiz. As we saw at the part of weak points, students have difficulty when they solve the quiz if they do not have background knowledge. To solve this problem, it could be possible way to let students use some IT like notebook to search what is the right answer based on the answer of their questions. But they can't search with information that is not mentioned in the process of question and answering system. By doing this, students can reduce the gap of background. Now, think about applying our project in the real situation. What could we do if it is not possible to do this project on the internet or by post and reply system? We have to use this. We have to use this system. The real class. In your course, I would use it as face-to-face system, like this. It makes students practice speaking directly. It gives students an opportunity to speak without translation between Korean and English. If it is possible to do our project in the internet, or we have to use it in the system of internet, I would use it as a video conferencing system, like this. It comes into action, not in class, but on the internet. It has no place constraint legislation. Of course, if all members of a project can make appointments time at the same time, it is possible to use post and reply system like what our project team did. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. To summarize, we've looked at a set of our projects, and we've looked at examples of our work. We've looked at what it runs, we've looked at strong points and weak points, and we've looked at recommendations. And now let's see the handout. You know, this is the cover of 초급 영어 독해. It's theory. It is time to escape ordinary curriculum. Do you want an interesting way to teach Thai students? How about using our project? I'm very happy to take any questions, and to thank you very much for listening.
Sorry, but we'll have to cut the questions because otherwise we will not finish on time. So, could the next group please get ready? Okay. Did you stop recording?